Hey everyone, Lensman Oz here and welcome to another episode of Modular Mayhem Reloaded. So I used Triax's idea, I'm pretty sure it was, for the mini chests and hooked them up here because these things, don't know where that spider is, these things will auto output from this spot. So they'll auto output to here. This will hold exactly one stack. So we now have a stack of cactus and a stack of sugar canes, plus it will hold 4 stacks in the machine. I didn't think that'd be a big issue to have them in there. So this will continue making stuff, and I added potatoes around the back here. I'm probably going to use that as a food source. It's not real great in this pack though. It's only one ham hock or whatever you want to call it. So it's food, but it's not fantastic. We'll find something better. But I just added another cloche in, powered it up, connected it all up, and did the same thing, external storage on a mini chest. So nice and simple. What was I going to do? I was going to get a multimeter, and I'm thinking of moving all these crystals actually, because I've gone down that extra level. I think I want to dig all this floor out, which will mean moving my water mill, which I was going to move anyway. It was only temporary. You know what? Let's just do this. That's no wonder that's not doing anything. It's a crystal block. It's not crystal sand. Goodness me, that was a derp. All right. That gets them out of the way, and then, you know, potentially we just take off this here. I may leave that water thing where it is just for the moment. Let's just plop that there for now. Alright. Again, nothing fantastic, but it will do the trick, and I'll just throw these in here. Maybe put in eventually a second. Well, see, it's got 3 levels in this thing, and we can put some external storages on these other levels as well. Might be worth doing. But okay, so this just leaves us some space down here. We probably could put another elevator in. Right, one step at a time. I may knock that wall out too at some point. Let's see, I threw some more of these. Really? Got half a stack of sand in. Got 8. I wanted a multimeter. What am I going to need? An electrum gear, copper, and one of these. Do I have electrum? I do actually, that's a shock. There's a multimeter. Be alright if I can make it display it, but this just shows us we've got 428 of 20,000. So these hold 20,000. This will just run. It's a little bit of power, but that's nothing too exciting. I'm not all that worried about it. I mean, we could use mini chests here as well to just have one stack. But again, what's a bit of power? So that spider's going to annoy me a lot. I was thinking, and yes, I just broke the torch. I was thinking of, and I did mention it last episode, setting up an advanced generator to use steam from that from the stuff we're generating. Where is that spider? He's annoying. Oh, there he is. Buddy, honestly, please be quiet. I'm trying to record. the steam we're generating over here, which I don't exactly know how much that is at the moment. But it is generating steam, and again, we've got steam generating in the basement. So what I could do until I can get this other thing up and running, I was thinking of building an advanced generator down in the basement. Because we've got that steam line, and what I could do is just use some ender tanks. I think I started making one. Yeah, I made one and I didn't have enough for a second one. So ender tank. Excellent. So we should have the other one in here somewhere. Nice. I'll take these and I've got fluid ducts. Do I have a servo? No. We may. Not sure if it'll output automatically to it. We'll give it a go. That's an input. This is an output. Yes, it will output automatically. So it's generating. It's nothing amazing, but it's generating steam. We'll give that a go for the moment. So let's make our advanced generator. We're going to make just a straight steam generator. And I guess later, once we get into some other fuels or whatever, we may be able to change it over to something else. So we're going to need a steam turbine controller. And as you see here, it can have redstone control, data ports, power emitters, sensor modules, turbines, power capacitor, and fluid intake valve. So we're going to need at least the controller, a power emitter, fluid intake, and a turbine, just as a minimum. So let's see, we need one of these. We need some redstone iron wiring. We're going to need some of this. Going to need at least 4 of them to make this, and we need that control circuit. So this is the steam turbine controller. We need a fluid intake valve. So we're going to need, and I'm out of iron. I honestly am out of iron. Wow. Guess I know what I'm doing in a moment. Really? Goodness me. Talk about being unprepared. Have I got any in here? No. Oh, yikes. So that's something that I wanted to do, is I want to generate some power in order to get some automated mining. The only automated mining I can see is the immersive engineering, the big automated mining thing, the excavator. Or if I do a bit of future pack, which I kind of struggle in doing the research in future pack at the moment. They have something called a deep core miner. I don't know how this works, but I'm nowhere near having the stuff that I need to make this. So it would be cool to see what a deep core miner does, but short of just unlocking the research, learning my way through this, it has become like quite involved. So to get that deep core miner, I honestly have no idea where it is in this. Yeah, we've got lots of stuff that needs to be unlocked, and carts and cables and circuits, and then there's space travel and tools. Yeah, I'm guessing it's in production, the miner. Probably one of the last sort of things. But how to get there, I'm unsure at the moment. So that's something that's something I'm going to potentially attempt to do in between episodes. But for the moment, I need iron. So I guess I'm going to put a cut in and go and do a little bit of mining and try and get some iron ore. And hopefully when I come back, I'll have enough and we can continue with what we're doing. There's a little bit there straight away. 5. It's a good start, right? Anyway, I'll be back once I've got enough material and we'll continue from there. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. I've got a little bit of iron that I've mined up. I just did some manual mining. Probably found a bit over a stack and a bit of iron ore. Some of it's still processing in here, turning into the ore doubling plus potentially a little bit. I could have run them through the crusher downstairs, but honestly, I think this is still slightly better just because of the potential for extra bits and pieces. This is taking forever, obviously, for some reason, even though everything's out of here. This pipework, this item duct is slow. I think that's it. Alright, so let's see where we can get to, even if it's just a basic little generator to start, and due to it being a multi-block, we can make it a lot larger. Now, if you remember, I've got this set to auto output any chunks, so it will just continuously pump any of the chunks into there so we can use them. Okay, let's go back to add advanced generators, and we needed that fluid intake valve. So this will allow us to have the steam coming in. So one fluid intake valve, just to start. Let's see, so we're doing a steam turbine. We are going to need a turbine of some description, and power capacitor would be helpful. I don't know what the sensor modules do. What do they do? Let's have a look. So we're going to want a flux generator. This is the way we're going. It so looks like the thing from Gendustry, doesn't it? We literally have nothing that we need. Don't know if I have any pistons. Apparently not. Let's make a couple of pistons. Should be able to make a power I/O module. Some more of them. Forge energy emitter or a flux generator. Need the redstone reception coil. There we go. So that's our power output. Steam in, power out. Steam turbine controller. Now we just need some turbines. I don't have Enderium yet. Bronze is probably decent. We've got I don't know if the inertia being a higher number is a good thing or a bad thing. I would have to imagine that I don't know, iron produces 100, steel produces 200. I think bronze might be the way to go. How much of bronze do I have? I have 4. There's some tin, some copper. Just produce some bronze because I'm going to make at least one of these. So we're going to need, let's go for 2. So that should give us 400 RF a tick. Once we make some of these. So we're going to need a lot of bronze. So at least 10 per 4, 10. So we need 11 bronze per turbine. Bronze blade. That's 1. And we're going to need another. There's 8. Get another set. make another one of these. Two of them. Should have grabbed one of them before I put it away. Okay, so there's them. Okay, so 2 bronze turbine housings. I think that's all we need. So sensor module, probably not needed. Data port's not needed. We're not running this off any. Excuse me, we're not running this off anything. Basic capacitor, power capacitor is, it can hold up 1 million. Wow. Okay, let's see what this needs. It needs 3 reinforced flux capacitors. So we're going to need at least 6 electrum, 6 invar, and some tin. I need 1, 2, 3. What do we got in the way of invar? We should have enough. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3 of them. And now we just need electrum and some hardened glass. So electrum. Okay, so we need some silver. What if I can do it with the dust? And some gold. Okay, you are still making bronze. I'll let this one finish up and then I'll take this stuff out. Can I put one of you and one of you in? Oh, I can. It's a little faster than the bronze too. That gives us a little bit of electrum. Awesome. Let's just put that stuff away. 1. I didn't think I'd have any more hardened glass. That would be hardened glass is obsidian and lead. Pulverize some obsidian. I'm surprised I still have some ores in here actually. That should be alright. Oh, pulverizer. I'm just going to throw that in there. So 2. Grab another 2. This should auto output. Yep. There we go. Okay. Okie dokie. Okay, that should be our 3. I just need the 2 of them. Okay, that's going to give us a basic power store. Alright, it's very small. We can make it larger later. What I do need is some sort of cable. Got a little bit of leadstone duct. I do kind of want to get the power up into here. It is full at the moment, so you know we'll just get it set up, and just trying to go down on a elevator that doesn't exist. We'll get this set up, and I'll work out the rest of it later. Is that alright? It's a bit dark, but it'll do. So fluid intake, we can place it here, and we'll put our tank next to it. And our flux generator can go there. Put the capacitor at the back. A couple of them there, and let's put our controller at the front. Okay, if I turn that to output, good. We are getting steam and we are producing power. Let's see what this spins up. It's not quite generating, but it's using 100 millibuckets of steam per tick. I'm not sure what we're actually generating out there. This could like smash it. And it just did. It just chewed all the it up. Oh boy. Didn't take long, did it? What do you produce? 120. So one of these compression dynamos could output enough steam to run that little setup I've got going down there. It's afternoon, so this obviously isn't generating, but let's just go and have a look. Yeah, we've smashed that. It's still getting its water in. We're still producing water. Yeah, it looks like it. Unfortunately, the basic system I set up there is not powerful enough and will require some mucking around. So compression dynamo, it's at 60 RF a tick. I could switch it so that we make another compression dynamo and reverse it so it goes straight down or out the back. Well, let's do this. Let's try this out. Compression. I want to make another compression dynamo. Going to need a tin gear. Going to need a redstone transmission coil. Excellent. We're going to need the upgrade to hardened bronze gear. One hardened upgrade, and then we're going to need the augment to turn it into a steam boiler. So we're going to need a couple of copper plates. Oh, we got the copper plates. What am I missing? An iron gear. Nice. And then we're going to need some ducting, hardened. Okay, very nice. So obviously we need to get a couple of ducts here at the back. And we still need to get water into it. So what I could do is plop it there and we'll rotate it face down. No, that's not what I want. I want, again, not what I want. Yes, very much what I needed. Oh, I keep trying to go down that elevator. I've got to put another elevator down here. Obviously this is not ideal. But I do want to try and get piping into here. So let's use our hardened ducting. Oh, that's the flux generator. Another derp by myself. So this is not going to work where it is. Oh, well, there goes any power we generated. Shh, don't tell no one. Oh no, it kept its power. So I need ducting You know what? Oh, jeez. That's a difficult one to break. Let's put this at the back. And then run this here. Not where I want it. Okay. Let's do our conversion on our compression dynamo. Converting to just puts out steam. Here we go. 120 millibuckets a tick coming straight out of here from our tree oil and water, producing steam. So this will, it's consuming 127 at the moment, just a little bit less than what this can produce. I don't know whether making this the next tier up will actually produce more steam. That's a thought. We can give it a go. But this is generating 240 RF a tick. I mean, we've got tree oil for days too, so what is the next upgrade? That would be reinforced, so some electrum and silver gear. Let's give it a go. Need another hardened glass. Obsidian, please. Lead. Pulverize away. So close. Put lead in there. Tin can go back. Oh, I probably should have. Don't need to see that. And we'll put covers on this eventually. No, that's not what I want. I want that. Thank you. Need to upgrade all of these, so I need to start setting up recipes and probably start getting crafters attached to furnaces and pulverizers downstairs. Maybe that's something we can tidy up in the next episode, is getting a bit of a crafting setup so that these sort of things can be made without any hassle. Okay, let's see if the reinforced makes a difference to our output. So again, as I said before, currently producing 120. Now producing 160. So it definitely does change the production. Okay, so if I just really quickly look at what other augments do we have, is there a way? Reception coil, sieve. No, I just wasn't sure if there was a way of making this run better. Because it's a specialization, so I can't put any other specializations in. But we could more RF is produced. Increased output. If I make one of these, will that do anything for us? We're going to need another terminal down here too pretty soon. Can only try, right? We can either not try and continue guessing or give it a go. Oh, it works. 240 millibuckets a tick. So this can probably now put, look, there you go, it's pulling 200 millibuckets a tick. We are producing 0 because it's full, but it will now fill up full of steam. So nice little way of doing things. Just a couple of upgrades and we're producing 240 millibuckets of steam. We can probably go further if we went to the next, excuse me, the next few levels of upgrades. Not that I've got the materials for it at the moment, but yeah, put a few more of those transmission coils in and away you go. So this is not using the whole 240, so I guess we could potentially put another bronze turbine on here and produce even more power. So that being the case, we can pop a duct in here and somehow feed it into our system, wherever that is, here or whatever. I don't think we have any like wireless batteries apart from the one we've already seen. I mean, we could work out the Zeta Industries multi-block, but that doesn't allow me to wirelessly transmit it. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up here. Thank you all for watching. Nice little boost to our power. It's not heaps of power, but it's expandable. We can do a bit more work on that and expand that out. And hopefully, as I said, next episode, I think we're going to start working on ways of automating like those upgrades. So we can set the recipes for the upgrades and then teach the system how to make Invar and bronze gears and bronze. And get these machines out of here, downstairs. Again, I just tried to use that elevator that doesn't work. Perhaps we can set up a wall somewhere and get a bit more automation happening. But again, thank you for watching. Please leave your comments in the section as always. Let me know what you thought. And I hope you come back and join me next time. Bye now.